Arizona, the man that needs no introduction. This is Rittz. Rittz, I'm Whitt Tucker.
What's up, dude?
Good to meet you, bro.
Good to meet you, man.
Hey, welcome back to AZ, man. I know you come out here
Thanks,
quite
man.
often.
Love it here.
You love it here?
Love it.
It's kind of cold out a little bit tonight, though, huh?
A little bit. I'm fat and hairy, man. So this is like warm to me. This is
You
like
like
perfect
Chewbacca,
weather.
bro.
Huh?
You like Chewbacca from Star Wars,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly, man. I feel this is like I could deal with this all year right here.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Hey, I wanted to congratulate you on your 9-month sobriety. That was about 3 days ago, huh?
Thank you. Yeah, it was on the 11th, so I'm not sure my days. Yeah.
On the 11th?
11th of each month. Yeah.
How you feel, buddy?
Feel great, man. Feel
Yeah?
great. Yeah, I feel better than. It's weird because it's like it's been such a weird transition for me. My personal life and regular life is here. Like the pros are so much better than the cons. So in other words, like right now, I'd love to have a drink. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, life is so much better without it. You know. So it's just little temptations come and go. But other than that, man, I feel so much better.
I understand,
Yeah.
and you know what? I rap too,
Yeah.
and so I've been on tour before. And let me tell you, dude, like, we go out there. We used to anyway. When we get drunk as hell, and we partake in all kinds of things.
Right.
So, what is tour life like for you now that you're not partaking in these types of engagements?
Life now consists of like it's weird touring. Like it's very strange. We used to have a ritual. We'd meet up in a hotel room, take about 8 to 10 shots before I go on stage, and then a couple or before we leave the hotel room, and then get here, and then just doubles and just. It's very weird, man. I have to come in. I just basically get in the city. I make sure I go to sleep immediately because hotels are probably one of my worst parts of being just getting triggered. So I try to go to sleep immediately and basically get to the venue and get in and get right out. A lot of times it's a little hard because I made friends with a lot of people over the years in different cities and party with everybody, but I just got to dip now. It is what it is.
Is that why you feel like? All right. So also, when you dip, you get to go back to the hotel, and you say that's a trigger for you.
Yeah,
how do you avoid that?
The hotel at night, not so much. I'd go back there now, and I really just drink a cup of coffee. I take a cup of coffee and just stare at the ceiling, man, and that's pretty much it.
Wow.
And that's pretty much what gets me through it. I've noticed this tour is actually weird, man. Like I didn't even turn my TV on in my hotel room probably until my wife got on the road, which was like the 12th. So like when I'm by myself, I just sit in silence, man. It's crazy. I think it's from going to rehab and like being so happy to be not in a group or in detox with people and to just be alone and have my own alone time. So it's definitely a weird adjustment, man. It's been very challenging. I like to emphasize that because so many people that are in recovery or sober, they make it seem kind of easy when they talk about it, because you want to be positive. I like to be real and say it sucks. It sucks. It's very hard and life's very boring. But you find it in other ways to make up for it. So now, as opposed to me going back and having the bottle and staying up till the van leaves in the morning, now I go back, cup of coffee, Uber Eats, a little FaceTime at home, and go to sleep, man. I made sure I turn my ringer off, don't have anybody. I made sure as soon as I got clean, man, I made sure nobody could ever call my phone again.
While we're in the flow of this conversation, I want to direct you to one of your new singles.
Yeah.
I always want to say Twin Peaks, but that's not the
Right.
one.
I get that a lot.
What is it?
Twin Lakes.
Twin Lakes.
Yeah.
All right, so dude, this one is different, bro. You're really singing a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's not that you never touched base on certain subjects and sensitive subjects in the past, but on this song particularly, you really enunciated some things and you drew it out with your notes, and I really dug it a whole lot.
Thank you, man.
Of course, I kind of know where it came from, but what does it mean to you? What inspired you?
Well, it meant a lot to me just to, first to write about my experience. So when I was in there, it was like, just about my whole experience with rehab, sobriety. I felt that it was, like you said, I'm a personal writer. When I write personal stuff. So it was inevitable that a rehab song was coming.
Yeah.
What I didn't want to do was not do it justice. So I had to figure out, I really took some time to think before I wrote it, before I just started like, man, I'm sober now, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to go about that. I wanted to figure out how do I make the most out of this song. And that's why I went with the singing approach because, and I'm normally a detailed writer, more like, hey, I've been drinking for this many days and blah, 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 and like go into details. This one I wanted to make it a little bit more broad, not less detailed about my specific situation. That way more people can relate.
Indeed.
So I think I made that happen, man. And then I'm just really proud of that song, you know, with the chorus and just the overall melody. I really love that record. So once I came up with the chorus, the stare it in the mirror, in the man. Once I came up with that, I was like, man, I got it. I was like, this is it. Yeah.
And it's an inspiration to a lot of people, man. A
Hey,
lot of guys have
thanks,
looked
man.
up to you, a lot of men and women, and then to see you like take this turn in your life and do better for
Thanks,
yourself.
man. I've been getting a lot of
inspiring, bro.
DMs, a lot of love. You know, I got a lot of people, you know, definitely getting inspired by it. A lot of people, you know, changing. I've even seen people try to change just off my change, you know, which is unexpected. The amount of people I've seen try to do this, which is awesome.
That's
you
why
know,
you're doing it, right?
Yeah. But I also want to let the people know that, hey, man, if same thing, it's a lot of pressure for me now. Now I can't mess up, right?
Right.
You can't see me online drinking any crown. Like, hey, I fell off. It's all good. I'm back. You again. So it's a lot of pressure on me too, but it's good pressure. It's like it helps keep me straight and narrow. And hopefully those people too also understand that if they mess up, if they do try to walk this path that I'm walking, it was time for me. It might not be time for them. So if they try, if I can motivate them to try it once, cool. If they fall off, start drinking again, and start snorting again, whatever they do, cool. Don't beat yourself up about it. At least knowing the difference that you need help is one of the main parts, the battle. Once you get there, then you know the time will come when you go get it.
Okay. Yeah, man, that's truly inspiring, bro. Answer me this: what does CNT stand for?
CNT stands for clientele. It started out back in '95. Me and all my homies who rapped in my house. I had like back in those days, wasn't a lot of people had music equipment at their crib.
Right.
You know, around 2000. Around 2000, everybody started having a little something in their house.
Little 2-channel something going on.
Yeah, but I was always that guy that had it like way before anybody else did back in the early days. So, like everybody came to record at my house. Like if you were from Atlanta or the metro area, you were at my house. So it ended up being a crew of us that we just called ourselves the Clientele Crew. And then it just evolved into, we just shortened it out to be CNT. And then, you know, that's just what it came from.
So you had this before Strange Music was even thought of. You were already about CNT.
Oh yeah. I was about CNT before anything was ever thought of, before I ever heard of, you know, but in '95, so, you know, think about, I mean, she was CNT before Tupac died. No,
There you go, that's real, dude.
yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I've been rapping, showing my age, right? Yeah.
So, all right, so after Strange Music, and then you got Dizzy right over here, after Funk Volume.
Yeah.
You guys are still whooping ass.
Yeah.
And now what brought you two guys together?
Well, me and Dizzy actually met in Germany at a festival. That was the first time we met. We had a good time. So that was how we met. And then we had the same booking agent.
Okay.
And but with what you said, I always thought Dizzy Wright was kind of like a version of me on Strange, like hold my own on Strange and be my own without being the main guy.
Indeed.
And I thought he kind of represented the same thing for Funk Volume, so I always thought it made sense for us to do something together at some point.
Right.
So we found out we could do this tour together. When I found out that I could do the tour with him, I was, you know, extremely excited.
So you guys went out to Germany. You had some mashed potatoes and some beers and whatnot.
I just seen him backstage at the festival at a tent, man. Actually, I went and like I was supposed to go on stage, and my DJ's computer overheated.
Oh shit!
So I traveled all those plane tickets and all that stuff, flying from Australia, New Zealand, flying to Emirates, to Saudi Arabia, over to Europe. I did all that to do this one show, and the computer.
Bro,
the computer overheated, so yeah. Needless to say, I didn't get paid.
Damn.
He met me at a very pivotal time, right before my decision to get clean. So that was a crazy day. But now we were backstage at a festival in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was probably just drinking and complaining how I didn't get to perform.
Man, well, that's
and how
really
I lost
man.
probably about $30,000 that day.
Sheesh. Okay, so I recently did a song with Twista, and it's tight as hell, dog. I want to show it to you. But I heard the song that you did with Twista and Yellow Wolf, the most recent one, and that thing is on fire,
man,
dude.
Thank you, man.
What inspired that one, and how did the guys react to just to the song in general? Like,
one, I thought first of all, I was like, I just thought it was cool. Wolf, I got on it after I got Twista on it, so I wanted to get Twista on a record. I wanted to get Wolf on a record, but Wolf was touring.
Okay.
So I didn't know how possible that was gonna be.
Right.
And so I wrote the verse, sent it over to Twista. Twista sent his verse back, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, he chopped it up, dog. He ate it.
It's one of the
You
best.
ate it up too.
I mean, dude, Twista killed that song. I mean, that's fine. I'm totally. That's why. That's why I get people on the record. You know, I want them to kill it. You know what I mean? And wow, to me, it was one of his best verses I've heard in years. Like it was just like, not to say anything against his other verse. It was just great, man. It was just like. So when I sent it to Wolf, I was like, Twista's already on the end, and Wolf did exactly what I thought. Because I mean, first of all, it's like I tried to write a second verse first of all because if Wolf didn't get on it, I wanted to be safe. But after I heard Twista's verse, I was like mentally like, nah, I don't even want to write a second verse. No. So Wolf did the right thing and did Wolf on there and did it so cool. So like it just turned out to be perfect. And that song represents really with Wolf being the one that helped put my career into the next level, and then Twista being the one that helped influence the main fast rapper. Believe it or not, I really don't listen to fast rap. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but I listen to Twista. So it was dope.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm also glad that Yellow Wolf came in the way he did too, because it's not just three rappers competing against each other. It's really cool, even the flow throughout the song.
It was nice, stylistic, man.
Song.
We all added our own little flavor, and then Twista just happened to be the flavor with the hot sauce on the end of it.
Sprinkle, little razzle dazzle, bro.
Yeah, man. He razzle dazzled the fuck out of that and woke him up. So that's the main thing. It was a wake up call, man.
Well, all right, Rittz.
Man, thank you.
Great to talk to you.
Dude. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. On behalf of Respect the Underground, Juliana Photography, and JD Films, man, we appreciate the hell out of you.
Shout out the whole crew. Put a crown on it.